Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
3 new and simple ways to get knots from your shoulders, upper back, traps. They may actually be simple, and they're actually maybe a little bit crazy, Brad. Because I came up with them. So they're a little bit nutsy maybe, but you know, that's what you get when you come to this channel. By the way, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go over to Facebook and like us because Brad and I, as children, were not liked. And believe it or not, we are turning things around.
Yeah.
There's a few people that like us now.
Yep, they like us a little bit better every day, Bob.
So the other day, Brad, I was starting to get some of that pain from, you know, working on the computer.
Sure.
And I try to keep good posture, but you know what? It's a struggle.
Right.
And after a while, I started feeling pain. You wouldn't mind turning around, Brad?
No,
I started feeling pain up in this area in here. And it's just, you know, it's irritating.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to work when you get that. Very common. Also to get in the upper traps and maybe even a little bit in the shoulders. Now, quite often what you may not realize, in most instances, the pain is actually coming from the spine. It's not coming from the shoulders themselves. Sometimes it might be, but the muscles. But quite often it's coming from the spine. In other words, if you do something to the spine, sometimes you can take that pain away.
Right.
So what I did is I actually took a sock. I took 2 pairs of socks. So we got here, and I rolled up one like this, and I took the other one. Now we did this for a video for neck hump even.
Right.
But the reason I'm doing this, I'll show you in a second why this works out good. So you create this big ball here.
I wonder if I could get my wife to do this for me.
Why do you need her to do it? Why can't you do it yourself?
I don't know, Bob. I was just wondering.
He's so against putting laundry away that he doesn't even want to make a ball by himself.
So you got 4 socks then?
4 socks,
and so you try to make it a tight roll.
Kind of a tight roll.
And a round roll.
Yeah, a round roll.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is, why don't you turn around again, Brad?
Okay.
Your best side. So I'm going to actually put this right on the spine. I'm going to work on different spots of it while I'm laying on it. What I like about the sock is you can put it right on the spine. If you use a tennis ball,
it's over there, Bob.
or a lacrosse ball, you can't put this on the spine. It's just very uncomfortable. So quite often what we have is sometimes people take 2 of them and put it in a sock, and they go on either side of the spine, and then that kind of works the spine that way. But again, this is simpler. It's inexpensive, and it worked. I put it right on the spine itself like this. So what I did is I laid down. You mind if I lay down?
Go ahead. So you're not going to do this on your bed. It's not going to work.
You got to do it on the floor.
Right.
This is a harder surface, but I didn't want to lay on the floor in front of you guys. So basically, you take this and you put it right in that spot that hurts. And actually, look at me. I'm actually lifting up my lower body like this, Brad, and I'm rolling over on the top of it. Now, if this makes it feel worse or it hurts, don't do it.
Right.
I mean, it was one of those. It hurt so good. It felt like the right thing to do.
Sure.
And you can move it down, up and down on the spine here a little bit. If it doesn't work on that spot, I can move it down even further, and work in this area right in here.
Right.
So just a simple sock can make a difference, with this problem. Again, the spine has been in kind of a flex position. This is pushing into more of an extended position.
Right. That's very similar to that technique where you put a fist back there. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It would work too. All right, the next one's even wackier, if you can believe it or not. So we're big fans of the Thermotex here. Let me just talk about this real quick, Brad. He's going to unplug it. So Thermotex is far infrared heat. And what this is, why we like this better than regular heat, is because it penetrates deeper.
Much deeper.
Yeah, regular heat is just a couple millimeters. This goes up to 60 millimeters, which is 2.36 inches, Brad?
Precisely.
So look at the difference between that, 2.36 versus that.
It's versus just going skin deep or getting into the muscle or the joint.
Right, getting into the muscle and the joint, getting into that back joint, the joints that are bothering you. The other thing is it's got 3 hard panels, and those hard panels are the ones you put up against the body itself, but they don't need to be right up against the body. They can be a little bit sticking out like this, and the infrared still will penetrate through.
It's got that same over 2 inches, whether there's contact or not, unlike typical heat hot pads where you have to have contact.
Right.
Now, the panels aren't really hard, but they're just firm. So don't.
Yeah, don't be thinking that, yeah, you're sitting on a hard surface here.
Right.
Now, Brad and I don't know how often you use yours, Brad. Mine's almost every night now. I just put it in my chair
Right.
and I lean up against it, and it's just kind of my nighttime treat. And I might not even be having any pain, but I'm like, it kind of prevents it from happening.
Sure.
It seems like to me, and
And it really feels good when it's 0 degrees out or 20 below. Like
right,
sometimes
it helps warm up the room a little bit. And the thing is, the other thing I really want to point out with this, Brad, it's even heat. It's the same every time. So the likelihood of burning with this is a lot less than with heating pad.
Next to none.
So
It's very.
I'm just going to tell you, over this last week, Brad, I've had 2 patients that burned themselves with heating pads. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, really?
Yeah, not with infrared, with just regular heating pads.
Right.
It was kind of shocking because the one said, yeah, I had to stop because I burned myself, and he showed me, and he had burned himself.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do, so that's the other reason I
Right.
really like these.
Yeah, I just had a guy 3 weeks ago was about, and he had a burn up here, and I thought, how'd you get that there? And he said, yeah, it was from he put it on high, he fell asleep with it, and
They're a lot more common than you think they are. I mean, I'm kind of shocked how often that I see it. The other thing, this is very efficient to run. What is it? What we say, 4 cents a month?
No, it's 4 cents. I think it's 4 cents a day if you left it run 24 hours a day. It's 36 watts.
I think it was 4 cents a month if you used it like they had recommended.
Right, 45 minutes a day.
Yeah, so what they recommend is like if your treated area is like twice a day, you do it for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Takes about 10 minutes to warm up, and then you get a treatment for about a half hour.
Sure.
But you can leave it on longer. At night when I'm watching TV, I'll leave it on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So this is the crazy part. So that's not crazy. You know, that wouldn't be crazy just to put it in your chair and lean on it. But I wanted to keep working at the computer, and I'm like, well, how can I do that? I can't lean against this and work at the computer.
Right.
So I got this is called the posture supporter. It's from OPTP. Now, I want to say something about this, Brad, real quick before I even use it.
Looks like a bra.
Yeah, it is almost like a bra. The thing about this is it's got a couple bad reviews, and one said, you know, it kind of folds up on itself. It does,
Yep.
but I've tried some other ones. This one worked a lot better. It was just, it was a lot easier to put on. Remember that one we got? We didn't even review it because it was so bad. We couldn't even get it on.
Yeah.
So, you know, it takes a little bit of maneuvering, but you actually just slip it on like this, and you can go ahead and slip it on the other side, and just like that. And this one I think is actually probably a little small for me even, so I think in the end.
You got that massive chest, Bob.
Yeah, I got that massive chest, right. So there I go. You know, it's pulling the shoulders back, it's keeping me in good posture. Now the crazy thing I did about this though is I put the Thermotex with it.
Sure.
So I had heat and posture at the same time, so it was keeping me in right posture, so it was stopping the back from hurting that way, but the heat, the far infrared heat was making it feel good at the same time.
Right.
So Brad's going to help me with this. I did it myself at home. It's difficult.
It's easier to do with another
Yeah.
person. But again, you're going to put the right side of this towards the back.
The hard panels are going to the skin,
But they're not real hard. I just want to
No.
emphasize that.
but they're not real hard.
Okay, here we go. Put
So,
that
throw
arm
that
in
in
there.
there.
Now, I think that the complaint from the one person, Bob,
They said it got curled up.
right, it gets wrinkled up. But if you have a second person, you can easily get things lined up the way they're supposed to be. And Bob, you know you got this thing on backwards.
Oh, do I? Already we screwed up.
Here, we'll fix it. That's why the second person,
It would have worked backwards too, by the way.
yeah, it would have. There, put your arm in there.
Okay.
It just wouldn't look near as good.
Brad's all about appearance. here.
Functionally, it would have worked, but
Yeah.
Bob, you know. Guess,
Just wait for it. This is worth it. Okay, where are my straps, Brad?
I still got it on backwards. But I got the OP.
What is wrong with you?
Posture's upside down.
What is wrong with you? Anyway, once it was in place like this, I can still give me the straps.
Yeah,
It'll
get it on.
work. He can put it on backwards.
Well,
It still works.
you just can't read the sign.
This is exactly how I wanted it, Brad. This is probably how I had it too.
Yeah, Lottie's laughing because
It doesn't say OPTP on it.
you'll see on the video.
Okay. Anyway, though, this feels fantastic.
Sure.
So now I'm okay. Well, the thing is, you can give me the cord now and plug it in.
Yep.
But when I was done, I actually just unplugged it from the wall.
On the other side.
So, but you can actually plug it in here, and now you're really actually quite mobile.
Sure.
I mean, I could work at the computer. It followed me wherever I was. I mean, the suggestion I was always going to make to Thermotex is that they make some straps that could attach to their unit.
Sure.
And just come around the
Right.
shoulders like
Right.
this.
And now these aren't real tight. You can see there's a
No.
lot. There's a lot of room for. You know, it's not going to cut the circulation off.
No, it
to your
doesn't.
shirt.
It just gives you a gentle nudge into the correct posture.
Right.
So despite us screwing it up, it really does work well. But I mean, I realize that this is a big investment to get this whole setup. But there is a code that we have below that you'll get a discount on the Thermotex if you
Sure.
use it. And the Thermotex, what's nice about it, you can use it on any body part. I mean,
Right.
we've done a video on how you can use it on your knee, your hips, your elbows. You can make a muff for your hands.
Right. Low back,
So-
upper back.
So it's quite versatile. I mean, it's one of those things that's an investment that you put out quite a bit of cash at first to start off with, but you're going to use it for years.
Right.
And
It's a top quality unit. It's you basically get say commercial duty.
Right. I really like the long cord. That it's a heavy cord.
Right.
But it's a long cord, so like I can always find one that's nearby my chair.
Right.
So
You're not going to buy this at Walmart. It's made
are you
to
saying
last.
something bad about Walmart? But by the way, this
I
feels
didn't say
really
anything,
good.
Bob.
This feels really good right now.
Oh,
It
you mean that
actually
heat
does.
back there?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
of
feels
course.
really- So.
Just keep it rolling. You see his eyes start.
All
to
right.
get-
Well, anyway, despite our little mishap on putting this band on, the shoulder supporter on.
You do it once, and you'll get the kinks out, and then
Yeah.
whoever's helping you'll know how to do it exactly.
Thanks for watching, everybody.